This is absolutely crucial. 1 minute for Alexandra Goryachkina and more than 20 minutes for Mirrored
And what is most important, the
Kamalidenova.
position absolutely losing.
So what do? You bring your king, king e4, king d5, king c6. But what if when you play king e4, I will play rook a2?
Let's do it. King e4, rook a2, king d5 anyway.
You will play king d5 anyway, so rook a5 and king c6. Yes, this is it, because you have to give up your rook on b7.
Yeah.
And the pawn on d4 will decide everything.
Yeah.
It's not so much the extra bishop, but you need this extra pawn.
The best friends will decide everything there. Bishop on e5 and pawn on d4. King e4, yeah. It's unfortunately, we have to say that the game is over. We can, of course, watch it, but the game is actually over. And there is nothing much happening here.
Like so many games are still in progress. This is this round actually shows how balanced the matches
it's already
are.
balanced.
Osmak Yulia is probably winning, I think.
Goryachkina played the move. Maybe let's take a quick look at Goryachkina. She played rook c2, stopping the king from going there, but white can do it step by step. Even rook g1 check, I think here is quite unpleasant.
Cutting the king even more because she cannot play king f7.
Yeah, on king f7 it will be just rook g7.
King h5 or king h7 is forced. King h6. And king d5 now, I think she's going for her king. You need to bring the king closer.
And the problem is that the white can start moving the d pawn anytime they like.
You want to use it as a shield, or you simply want to play king e6 and d5, d6?
You know, first of all, maybe even consider the bishop c7 move, you know,
to protect the pawn on b6.
Just to have that rook forever there, and then give the way to the d pawn. So, for example, this, then this, and then just go to the pawn till the end, because sacrificing on c7 is not dangerous for white anymore. The black king is just like far away.
Less than 30 seconds for Alexandra Goryachkina, and she knows that this game is lost. She's trying to find one desperate defensive idea. She's trying to activate her rook. Rook f7 is on the board.
That's why actually I like bishop c7 more for white.
But then I can play king e6. Why not?
Yes,
okay,
of course.
It's on the board.
Winning, it's winning anyway, but
your rook is not going anywhere because you need to guard the seventh rank, of course. So you have to play rook b7 and then d5. So.
And what do we have here? The few seconds on the clock for Alexandra Goryachkina.
Maybe let's stay on this game for a while, of course, because from what I've seen today, her young opponent played absolutely brilliantly.
Game, yes.
In a very positional way.
Tactics,
the beginning, yes, and then
strategy, everything.
Then
techniques, by the way, techniques on the same time. Cool.
And Alexandra is waiting for her opponent's move here. d5.
Yeah, now I think she already thinks about the next game. Next game, of course, she can win the game. Of course, she can get back to the tournament.
And like I've been doing commentary for a lot of events, especially for women's events, and I cannot even remember a game where Alexandra Goryachkina was outplayed in such a way. Valery, this is
But okay.
Absolutely stunning.
Let's be straight. She made a lot of blunders today. It was a lot of blunders for one game.
But you know, in the beginning, like I had this feeling that she thought, okay, I equalized. That the game was, you know, was not dangerous. Like it was a symmetrical structure. But her opponent, you know, she like was found in this small tactical ideas and improving her position. Like it was
Okay,
the
the
square
opponent was
after
doing
the
great.
square.
That's
Yes.
just a fact. But I'm just saying from Goryachkina's side that she was not her. You know, I mean, I know her different way.
So she was not very precise.
Yes, not this way how she's sitting today at the board, for example. And rook.
D5.
What was
no,
there?
D5.
Rook, no, black what played last move? Rook
Rook
B7.
Yes, you were
and
forced to
D5,
play D5 is on
and
the
the pawn
board.
just goes till the end.
Because Rook A2, let's at least try something. Rook A2, we need to take on A5 and on B6. Maybe her idea is somewhat of like being able to sacrifice the rook but take all the pawns, and then you will get this
That will be cool, of course.
rook and bishop, rook C5. Is on the board. But here I can even play rook A1. I don't want to give this pawn. Of course, bishop C7 is the
What could you say about rook G7? Almira here.
Oh, rook G7. But you have rook B5. Are you on time?
When you have rook B5, do you have?
So here you want to play rook G7. I will take.
Take, and D6.
Ah, and D6. Yes, it's winning.
Winning, right?
Yes, I think. Yes, it's beautiful as well. She played a bishop C7.
Yes, and then D6. Yeah.
Rook A5, D6. Is there a way that we can sacrifice something? No, this is it.
I can play even not D6, but King D6. King D6 and King C6 instead of D6. But
At
D6
this stage,
also.
with the king on H6, anything is winning.
Even rook G7. Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
D6 is on the board.
Merwert played D6. Next move just D7 and promotion.
And this is it.
Yeah, and check.
Alexandra Goryachkina, the reigning champion of this event, has been defeated by young player from Kazakhstan, Merwert Kamalidenova.
And we have to say that she made the excellent performance. I mean, she did everything.
This is the major upset of this event
Yes, it is.
so far. Alexandra will have to bounce back tomorrow with the white pieces, but she is on the ropes, Valery.
Yes, she is.
What an achievement.
Yeah.
We
It was
can
a-
only praise, you know, the player from Kazakhstan. What a game. She outplayed Alexandra Goryachkina in her own style.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful play.